Okay, ready to focus on that upper body? Once again, we have 4 exercises that will perform as a circuit, so we'll go through each of the 4 exercises, and at the end, we'll repeat them all the way through without stopping. Okay, and we're actually gonna perform a lot of this work seated, because during pregnancy, your circulation isn't as great, so it's best to avoid standing still for a long period of time and doing a bunch of arms. You'll also see that seated adds some nice core work. So our first exercise, wide and narrow overhead presses, you're actually gonna start sitting on that band. Now I'm gonna use my red band here. You can always use green for more resistance. So I want you to put it underneath your butt here, and you're gonna sit on the chair and try to get that band even on both sides. Now before we do anything, you're gonna sit up nice and tall, close the rib cage. You're gonna take that band. I'm gonna do one little loop here with my hands. Jamie's not even gonna do a loop. She's just gonna grab the ends, and notice Helen's grabbing a heavier band. And we're gonna start here in this muscle man position. All right, and then on the exhale, you're gonna press the arms up. On the inhale, they come back down and come around to the front, and then you're gonna exhale and press them up narrow and inhale. So that's all it is, wide and come around narrow. Okay, shake out those arms because we're gonna do this for 60 seconds. Okay, so ready? Belly button pulling in, shoulders down, wrists straight, and here we go. Exhale and come around, exhale. And wide and narrow. Watch those wrists. Are they doing this? Keep them straight and wide and narrow, shoulders down. Now, if this resistance is too much, do the grip that Jamie's doing. Just grab the ends of that band. Belly button in. This is what I mean by adding that core work. If you sit up nice and tall, pull that belly button in, you're adding some great core work. Shoulders down. Good. Almost there, 20 seconds left. This is to prepare you for all of the lifting and hours of carrying you'll be doing. That baby's gonna seem so light in comparison. Almost there. 5 more seconds. Here's the last one wide and the last one narrow. Whew, done with that one. Okay, now we're gonna balance that pushing move with a pulling move now. So I want you to take that band and put it underneath your right leg. We're gonna mirror you and do our left, but put it underneath your right, underneath the arch of the foot. And then take your band, again, I'm using my red. You can maybe use a heavier resistance if you want. I'm gonna do 2 loops, Jamie's gonna do 1. You'll find the right resistance. What you're gonna do is stand nice and tall, and you're gonna pull back, this time narrow first, elbows down, and then come back, and then pull wide, elbows go out, never higher than the shoulders. They're still lower than the shoulders, and then come back. And then for a little bit more of a challenge, you can lift that heel off the ground a few inches, and we're gonna hold here. So the heel is gonna stay off the whole time. That adds some core work. So we're gonna do 60 seconds all in the same leg. When we repeat this series again, we'll switch to the other side. So ready? Heel off the ground or not, and here we go. We start with narrow. Pull back, shoulders and elbows narrow, and elbows wide. Sit up nice and tall. Narrow and wide. And squeeze those shoulder blades together and back. We do a lot of these pulling movements throughout a lot of our exercises because, again, we're working on those posture muscles that open you up, right? Because pregnancy and nursing pulls you forward. And this heel lift, all it's doing is adding a little bit of core work, right? So if you pull your belly button in, that's adding that little bit of core work there. And squeeze, shoulders down. Try to avoid flaring the ribs, right? Close the rib cage. And narrow. And wide. You're almost there. Good. And wide. Last one, narrow. Last one, wide. And you're done with this exercise. Okay, our third exercise goes back to a pushing move. This chest press, I'm actually gonna use a heavier resistance band for it. You may find you're able to do that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your band and you're gonna put it behind your back. Now notice if you have an appropriate chair and you want a little bit more resistance, Helen's actually looping the band behind the back of her chair instead of her back. Okay, so you're gonna get it even on both sides. Grab the ends. I'm gonna do 2 rolls here. You can do 1. Find the right resistance. You're gonna sit up nice and tall. So muscle man position here. Try to get your elbows a little bit lower than your shoulders. You don't want them up here. And we're gonna take an inhale. On the exhale, push, palms come together, almost like you're clapping. and then inhale back. So that's all it is. It'll be 60 seconds of this. Okay, so ready? Shake out the arms. Here we go. And we press forward. Exhale. Back to inhale. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Belly button in. Good. You can always adjust that resistance if you need to. Do another loop. Take out a loop. Good. Shoulders down. Elbows a little bit lower than shoulders. Good. It's a great move to perk up that chest like we all like. Good. And push. Nice and tall. Remember, if you hold your belly button in as you're doing this, you're getting some added core work too. Good. This is working so many muscles in the arms right now, not just the chest. Good. We've got about 5 more seconds left. Let's get 2 more. Exhale. Last one here. Good. All done with chest presses. Okay, for this last exercise, we're actually gonna take it off the chair and get onto our mat. So let's push that chair to the side. And I'm gonna have you kneel down, putting the band underneath the ball of your foot. Let's do the right foot first, and then we'll switch another time to do the left. So put it underneath the ball of the foot, not the arch. And you're gonna grab the ends. Do 1 little loop, maybe 2 if you want more resistance. We'll show you the exercise. And you're gonna lean forward, body at about 45-degree angle, and you're gonna glue those upper arms by your sides. They're glued. And now the lower arms just straighten out, so the hands are above your hips here, and then we come back to bend. So that's all it is. It's a little movement. We go straighten and bend. The upper arms don't move. They're glued by your sides, just the lower arms. We're gonna do 60 seconds, all with this leg in front. The next time we go through this, we'll switch to the other leg. So ready? Belly button pulled in, head in line with the spine, glue those upper arms, and here we go. We go straighten, little bend, and straighten, little bend. Good. Straighten. Good. Each time you come up, try to get those hands above those hips, straighten and bend. And if you need to, remember, take the loop out. Just grab the band wherever you want. Straighten and bend. Now, can you squeeze your shoulder blades together? Pull your shoulder blades back. So try to avoid this happening, right? And straighten, so work those back muscles too. You've only got 20 seconds left. Belly button in, head in line with the spine. The tendency will be to do this or this, right? Try to keep the head in line. You've got 10 seconds left. We're almost there. Good. And last 2, here's your last one. And done with that one. All right, we're gonna repeat all 4 of those exercises now from the beginning without stopping. Okay, ready to take it from the top? You may wanna have both your bands handy in case you wanna switch. Here we go. Okay, so ready with those wide and narrow presses, 1 loop or 2 loops. We start with that belly button pulled in, and here we go. We go exhale and narrow, and wide and narrow. Watch those wrists. Don't do this with the wrists, right? We don't want to have this happening. Keep them straight and narrow. Good. And press. Shoulders down. And good. That baby is going to seem so light in comparison, I promise. And push. Good. And exhale. Pull that belly button in. Remember to adjust your resistance if you need to, or take it slower if you need to. Good. You're almost there. Keep breathing. And exhale. Shoulders down. Almost there. Good. Pull it in, close that rib cage. You've got 10 seconds left. Wide and narrow. Let's do one more. Wide and narrow. Good. Okay, now let's take it out. This time the band goes around the opposite foot. Okay, so now if you had it under your right foot before, we're putting it under our left foot. We're mirroring you. So take that band, 1 loop or 2 loops for those narrow and wide rows. Okay, ready? and lift that heel if you want. Here we go. Narrow and wide and narrow and wide. Remember on those wide ones though, the elbows are staying down lower than the shoulders. Good, and try to avoid that flaring of the ribs. Close the rib cage. Good. Belly button in to get that core work. Breathe. And exhale. And you're halfway there. And pull. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Each time you pull back, can you squeeze the shoulder blades together? So almost like you're trying to touch your shoulder blades together each time you pull. Squeeze and squeeze. This is working all of those postural muscles that open you up and pull you back. So important during pregnancy and after. Good. Last one narrow here. Last one narrow and last one wide. Good. Ready to go to those chest presses? Again, I'm going to move to my heavier band for this, and Helen is going to loop that band behind the chair. So put it behind the back, and we're gonna grab the ends, 1 loop or 2 loops. Sit up nice and tall, muscle man, elbows slightly lower than shoulders. Ready? Here we go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Palms in, palms down. In and down. It's just activating more muscles. Good, and push and down. Sit up nice and tall. Remember to keep those wrists right in line. Push. Good. Good. We're really getting a balanced upper body workout here, working all of the muscles and also really making sure we're balancing our pushing and pulling movements. Good. And push. Less than 20 seconds left. And back. And back. Almost done with this one. And then we've only got one more left. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Last exercise, those tricep kickbacks. We get the chair out of the way. And this time we're going to put the band underneath the other foot. Right. Okay. So whatever foot you had forward last time, put the opposite foot forward this time. Band goes underneath the ball of your foot, not the arch. Okay, so we do that 1 loop or 2 loops. Torso goes forward, belly button in, and here we go. We go straighten and bend and straighten. This is a very little movement. Straighten and bend, straighten. Get those hands up above the hips, up. Good. And remember, if it feels a little bit too easy, like you have too much slack, just increase your resistance. Do another loop, grab the band at a different spot. Same thing, if it feels too intense and you cannot get your arms above your hips, then loosen your resistance. Good, you're almost there. Breathe. Remember that head. Is it ducking down? Is it looking up? Keep it right in line with your spine. Good. We're working all of those arm muscles. Squeeze those shoulder blades now together. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Last few seconds. Squeeze. And 2. Last one here. 1 and done. You are done with that upper body workout. Congrats.